I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you.
The Adair Warriors and the Wilburton Diggers are here to start us off on the 10th season of I Want Answers. Hello everyone and welcome to our 10th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and I'm so excited to be back with you again this year. Now, you may notice we've made a few changes due to the pandemic. In order to maintain social distancing, only 2 of the 4 players will be competing at a time. They will be rotating between rounds. Our contestants will be wearing masks, and we are following all the cleaning and safety protocols behind the scenes to make sure we keep everyone safe. All right, the first 2 teams this season are 2 returning teams. We have the Adair Warriors and the Wilburton Diggers. Now these teams are competing for a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money that will be awarded in the championship at the end of the season. Let's start off by meeting the first 2 players from Adair. All right, we have team captain Chloe Birkenfield. Welcome, Chloe, freshman. And we have sophomore Sunny Hobbs. Welcome, ladies. All right, let's meet the first 2 players from Wilburton. Team captain senior Shayla Posey, and then we have our senior Shaylee Medina. Welcome, ladies. All right, y'all ready to play? You excited? First time for you all, yes? Happy that you guys are representing your teams. All right, Adair, ready? Wilburton, ready? Audience, ready? I know that you all want some questions, but this show is about what I want. And what do I want?
Answers.
There you go, I want answers. So we begin our competition with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, here we go with our speed round. First question. All right, what are the titles of all the U.S. officials who are chosen by the Electoral College instead of by popular vote? Wilburton?
House of Representatives.
No. Adair?
The executive branch.
No. More specifically, it would be the president and the vice president. What 2 colors are part of the names for the 2 major tributaries of the Nile River? Adair?
Green and blue.
No. Wilburton?
Blue and brown.
No, very close. White and blue. Okay, we have a math question. What is the total surface area of a cube whose edges are each 1 inch long? Wilburton?
16 cubic inches.
No. Adair? They click their buzzers so they're all clear. Adair?
6 inches cubed.
Say that one more time.
6 inches cubed.
6, yes, correct, 6 square inches. Back to speed. What surfaces on an aircraft's wings are mainly used during takeoffs and landings? Adair?
The wheels.
No? Nope. Any guess? All right, time's up. Flaps, the flaps. All right, while a diphthong is a single vowel sound formed by the combination of 2 vowel sounds, what is the name for 2 letters that spell one sound? All right, time's up. It's a digraph. Here's a video question from GRDA.
Hi, I'm Justin Alberti with the Grand River Dam Authority. Niagara Falls is an energy source. What useful form of energy does it provide?
Adair?
Hydroelectric.
Yes, that is correct. All right, located a bit above 17,000 feet, the highest tree line in the world is located in what mountain system? Adair?
The Andes Mountains.
Yes, that is correct. A crown is often the symbol or part of the symbol for what form of government? Adair?
Monarchy.
Yes, correct. After Martha Dandridge's first husband, Daniel Custis, passed away, she remarried a president and moved to what plantation house in Virginia? Adair?
Mount Vernon.
Yes, correct. Water is in what physical state in the cryosphere? Wilburton?
Gas.
No, incorrect. Adair?
Liquid.
Nope. Answer is solid or ice. During what geological period were plesiosaurs most prevalent? Adair?
Jurassic.
Yes. When the British were threatening Philadelphia, the Continental Congress moved to what Maryland town for several months, now the site of the U.S. Naval Academy? Time's up. Annapolis is the answer. Now we have a math question. Seymour, at 80 pounds, sits on one end of the seesaw, while 60-pound Penelope sits 8 feet from the fulcrum at the other side. How many feet from the fulcrum must Seymour sit to balance? All right, time's up. The correct answer is 6 feet. Okay, and that bell means that time is up for the speed round. The score stands at 60 for Adair and 0 for Wilburton. We've got plenty of time, 2 more rounds, so hang in there. Round 2 is coming up, but we'll be right back.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
And welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. All right, we do have a few new players. I would like to introduce the players from Adair. We have Libby Whiteside, a junior, welcome. And then we have Lilith Brazil, a sophomore, welcome. And we have a new player with Wilburton. We have Jordan Hawthorne, a senior, welcome. All right, ladies, here we go. We are ready for some more questions because Advantage Round is coming your way next.
Next up, the Advantage Round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but The answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, are we ready? Here's your speed question. Forts Walla Walla, Vancouver, and Spokane were built in which state? Adair?
Washington.
Correct, yes. So we have advantage for Adair. State landmarks. In which state would you find the Cascade Mountains, Death Valley, and Redwood National Park?
California.
Yes. In which state would you visit the John F. Kennedy Space Center and Everglades National Park?
Florida.
Yes. In which state would you locate the Alamo and the Davy Crockett National Forest?
Texas.
Yes, correct. All right. Back to speed. What, according to this Latin line, is the essence of life? Amor e vita essentia. Wilburton is, I see that's lit up. Wilburton, yes?
Essentia.
No?
Love.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Love, advantage for Adair. Greek gods. Who was the Greek goddess of love and beauty? Sorry, Wilburton, it's for Adair. It's okay.
Athena.
No. Aphrodite. Who was the Greek king of the gods?
Zeus.
Yes. Who was a messenger god and protector of travelers?
Hermes.
No. It was Hermes. All right, it's okay. Back to speed. Oklahoma has more of these man-made bodies of water than any other state. Adair?
Lakes.
Correct. Advantage for Adair. Authors. Which English author wrote both Great Expectations and A Christmas Carol?
Charles Dickens.
Yes. Which American author wrote The Telltale Heart and the poem The Raven?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes. Which ancient Greek wrote both the Iliad and the Odyssey?
Homer.
Yes, correct. All right, back to speed, and this is a video question from RSU Radio.
Hi, I'm Maria from RSU Radio. Who is the folk icon who released Rough and Rowdy Ways, which marked his 39th studio album and 59th year in music?
All right, time's up. The answer is Bob Dylan. All right, back to speed. In the 1st century, what ancient empire introduced its first gold coin called the orus, which was valued at 2 silver denarii? The answer is Roman. A tropical air mass is abbreviated T, and an equatorial air mass is abbreviated E. What kind colder of air mass is abbreviated A? Adair?
An Arctic air mass.
Yes, correct. Advantage for Adair. Important firsts. In 1976, the first women entered this prestigious U.S. military academy.
Naval.
No, it's West Point. The first man to become a billionaire in the U.S. was this New Yorker who made his money in oil and who was also a philanthropist. His first and middle names were John Davison. What was his last name? The answer is Rockefeller. The first person to make blue jeans still has his first name on his brand. What was his full name?
Levi Wright.
No, so close, Levi Strauss. All right, back to speed. What optical phenomenon resulting from bent light rays produces a displaced image of distant objects, like seeing water in the desert that doesn't exist? Wilburton?
A mirage.
Yes, correct. We have advantage for Wilburton. Scientists. The father of genetics who first explained recessive genes.
Newton.
Excuse me?
Isaac Newton.
No, it's Mendel. Greek physician who taught that diseases have natural causes, thereby making treatments possible, also known as the father of medicine. It's Hippocrates. Swedish botanist and zoologist who invented the two-name nomenclature for the classification of genus and species of animals. Pass? The answer is Linnaeus. All right, back to speed. In 2018, authorities issued a mandatory evacuation due to the lava flows from an eruption of Mount Kilauea in which state? Adair?
Hawaii.
Yes, advantage for Adair. Portmanteau words. The portmanteau word docudrama comes from combining which two words?
Documentary and drama.
Yes. The portmanteau word podcast comes from combining which two words?
Pass.
It's iPod and broadcast. The European political phrase Brexit came from which two words?
Breakfast and exit.
No, it's Britain and exit. All right, back to speed. Name the form of passive transport across cell membranes that involves the movement of particles from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. The answer is diffusion. For what does the abbreviation POV stand with? Adair?
Point of view.
Yes, correct. Advantage for Adair. We have art terms. This type of art makes no attempt to accurately depict any visual reality, but instead uses shapes and colors to achieve an effect.
Abstract.
Yes. This modern art movement also affected music and drama. The artist expresses emotional experience rather than just the worldview, even distorting perspective to push moods or ideas.
Expressionism.
Yes. This fast-drying, water-based type of paint has been quite popular with artists since the 1960s.
Watercolor.
No, it's acrylic. All right, back to speed. In Norse mythology, Valhalla is one of the Asgard's realms ruled by what god? The answer is Odin. What in northeastern Italy is described as a city of small islands within a lagoon? Wilburton?
Greece.
No. Adair?
Venice.
Yes, the answer is Venice. Advantage for Adair. Quotes. Quote, two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. Which witty scientist gave us this one?
Albert Einstein.
Yes. Quote, be the change that you wish to see in the world. This world leader lived this quote, including leading the Salt March in 1930 to protest the British rule of India. Who was he?
Gandhi.
Yes. Quote, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Which Irish playwright and poet said this and wrote both the importance of being earnest and the importance of being Oscar? Oscar Wilde is the answer. All right, that's all the time we have for the advantage round. The score now stands at 250 Adair and 10 for Wilburton. But we've got another round coming up. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.
And welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. We do have a new player to introduce on the Wilburton team. We have Michaela Dunn. Welcome, Michaela. All right, so we're down to the final round of our competition tonight. We've got the Whirlwind Round, and it's coming right up.
Next up, it's the Whirlwind Round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then, the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Wilburton, you all are trailing right now. You would get to pick either for yourself or you can give it to Adair. Which one would you like? For yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so our options are nation, life science, or literature.
I guess nation.
Nation, okay. So answer as fast as you can. Nation, identify the only nation that borders both of the nations listed. Ready? The Czech Republic and Belgium.
Pass.
Swaziland and Lesotho.
Pass.
Libya and Sudan.
Saudi Arabia.
Nope. Mongolia and Latvia.
Liberia.
Nope. Mexico and Canada.
United States.
Yes. Iraq and Yemen.
Iran.
No. Portugal and France.
Spain.
Yes. Argentina and Venezuela.
Pass.
Mongolia and India.
Pass.
Bangladesh and Pakistan. All right. Good try. Really good. Okay, so that means that Adair, you all get to pick between life science, literature, or explorers.
Life science.
Life science. Okay. Answer these questions about life science. Here we go. What biome covers just 6% of the Earth's surface but contains half of the world's species?
Rainforest.
Yes. Algae to fish to pelican is an example of this sequence of energy we know by what 2-word name?
Food chain.
Yes. A canopy of leafy branches is found in what general biome?
Rainforest.
Yes. Cheetahs and giraffes are native to what grassland areas?
Savannah.
Yes. Animals changing from larvae to pupa are undergoing what?
Metamorphosis.
Yes. Not a grasshopper. This 17-year locust is one of these.
Pass.
The smallest part of an organism, the amoeba, has only one.
Cell.
Yes. Which Latin prefix means life?
Bio.
Yes. These large South African arachnids have a bad rep but are not dangerous.
Tarantulas.
Yes. An organism that breaks down organic material into soil. Woo! It's always so fast and stressful. Good job. All right. So 3 rounds. The score is 330 Adair, 30 Wilburton. We've got some more speed questions. All right. Let's go back to the speed game. What famous highway provided the route for the mass westward migration of poverty-stricken Dust Bowl victims to travel to California? Adair?
Route 66.
Yes, that is correct. What body of delegates had these accomplishments to its credit? Sent the Olive Branch petition to England, issued the Declaration of Independence, named Washington the General of the Army? Wilburton?
The legislative branch.
No. Adair?
Second Continental Congress.
Yes. What metal remains when zinc is removed from brass? Adair?
Copper.
Yes. What is the measure of how quickly the velocity of an object changes? Adair?
Acceleration.
Yes. In 1898, the Chinese leased a small peninsula and a group of islands to Great Britain for 99 years. Name that crown colony that was returned to China in 1984. It means without or not. In what country would you find the Zion Gate and the Yitzhak Rabin Monument? Adair?
Egypt.
No. Wilburton?
India.
No, it's Israel. What hot planet of the solar system is not as hot as Venus, but it's the fastest zipping around the sun every 88 Earth days? Adair?
Mercury.
Yes. In 1493, Christopher Columbus saw 3 mermaids, which he described as not half as beautiful as they are painted. What herbivorous aquatic mammals did he actually see? Wilburton?
Manatee.
Yes. There we go. The normal boiling point is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid is equal to what pressure? Atmospheric pressure. What building was burgled in 1972, eventually leading to the resignation of President Nixon? Adair?
Watergate.
Yes. The atomic mass number is equal to the total quantity of what subatomic particles? Adair?
Protons.
Nope. Wilburton?
Electron.
No, it's neutrons and protons. Oklahoma ranks 4th in the nation in production of this important grain. Wilburton?
Tobacco.
No. Adair?
Wheat.
Yes, wheat is the correct answer. All right, that bell concludes. This is the first competition of the season. The final score stands at 400, Adair, and 40, Wilburton. That means that Adair, you all are our winner. Congratulations. Great job to both of our teams. Y'all did really well. So let's look at our bracket. We see that Adair will advance and will be playing the winner of next week's competition between the Mounds Eagles and the Morris Eagles. So we'll see them again in our second round. Thank you all teams for playing. You did a great job. And thank you audience for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. Please be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you.